The following episode of the Top Gun Show is being provided for the sales partners of NXTSYS as yet another valuable tool to help your customers make informed decisions. Enjoy.
Well, welcome to the Top Gun Show. Today, I'd like to welcome Chris Chapin, the Senior Vice President of Product Development and CIO of Granite Telecommunications, the sponsor of the Top Gun Show. Chris brings 25 years of telecom experience and is responsible for building out Granite's own NOC. During his tenure, the network that Chris has built has grown from 2 million in revenue to 520 million. Did you hear me? It grew from 2 million to 520 million. He's responsible for an IT team of over 200 people who handle strategic planning and tactical execution of all products and services related to enterprise IT, and he plays a strategic role outside of IT for Granite, where he's responsible for their advanced data services product offering. Chris, welcome to the Top Gun Show.
Thank you so much. Appreciate the time, Steve.
Dude, it's not that often that I introduce somebody that has grown revenue from 2 million to 520 million. Pretty darn impressive, man. Glad to have you on.
Thank you so much. I certainly didn't do it by myself. I'm lucky to have such a great team backing me up, both selling it as well as building it. So
absolutely.
But it's been quite the ride.
Yeah, you guys have the most talented team, I think, in the industry. It's pretty impressive. Well, with Granite, with you guys so clearly focused on being a technology provider for clients and prospects, what solutions have and will be added to the company's offerings?
So the biggest offering right now that we're doing is really in the managed SD-WAN space. So that in the last 2 years has probably accounted for us to add about 20,000 locations of managed services. And we have a wide variety of offerings, but really what we're driving home there is the need for customers to upgrade their network from legacy systems, add enhanced security, but also more important than anything is to have someone watching it and managing it on their behalf, because everyone is resource constrained these days. So a real big push has been in the SD-WAN space. We're definitely one of the industry leaders in that space, and have had a tremendous amount of success there. We've done a lot of next generation firewall type of support, as well as companies increasingly focus on security. I think that's top page of everyone's book these days. And we'll be adding the additions to our offerings are really going to be in the security space, adding some managed services around that. Because if the network side is having some severe resource shortages, the security side, it's even greater. It's hard to get security talent, but then it's even harder to maintain it. So that's really where we've been focusing.
Yeah, there's no question. Both of your sweet spots, so to speak, are in extremely high demand because of economic pressures and things like that. But talk a little more about the security solutions. What's in place and what will be in place, and what drove the decision to add what's coming?
Sure. So what's in place today are really offerings around the Fortinet product suite from a managed perspective. So we do their firewall as well as their SD-WAN. We do a very similar offering on the Meraki platform as well as on the VeloCloud platform. And what we're really doing like forward facing is focusing on adding managed services on top of the existing offerings. So getting deeper into full lifecycle management around, not only just watching your environment and making sure it's up, and making sure it's secure, but also doing lifecycle management around firmware upgrades and software refreshes and added functionality that comes on while you're a customer. So really offering that full lifecycle management. And then as we look at building out our security practice, it's really about productionalizing and building out a proactive security operations center where we'll be watching your environment. And that might be a combination of endpoint detection, as well as some SIM technology to make sure that we get a full visibility into the customer's network so that we can proactively do incident response on their behalf. And in a big part of that's powering that is our investment in machine learning and artificial intelligence, because a lot of times through pattern recognition, you can actually proactively stop something before it even starts. And that's going to be a real big advantage for our customers.
Yeah, that's an amazing advantage in the technology, having that feature. Well, how can Granite's partners best leverage Granite's network and particularly security solutions to deliver value to their end users?
I think the biggest value proposition that Granite brings today is that we can offer a full solution all the way from the access, all the way up to a fully managed security offering, and bundle it all into one solution for your customer that you can bring to the table, where a lot of cases you have to go out and get circuits from Comcast and wireless from Verizon, and then you have to buy Fortinet or Meraki directly from them. And then you have to go through the effort of actually project managing it and deploying it to the field. And Granite can offer a full range of services around all of those components and give one contact for support and one bill, which makes the administrative burden a lot less.
Well, that's exciting stuff, man. I'm such a huge fan of Granite. I don't think anybody does it even close to how good you guys are. So congratulations, man. It's pretty darn impressive. Well,
I
Chris,
appreciate that.
I know you're a big fan of the Top Gun show, and then I know there are millions and millions of people watching you right now. Why don't you tell the viewers a fun little known fact about yourself?
About 22 years ago, I met Michael Jordan and Gwen Stefani on the same day in two different venues. I met Michael Jordan at the Brookline Country Club during the Ryder Cup. He was a spectator. I just happened to bump into him. And then that night I went to a private event in downtown Boston and ran into Gwen Stefani. She was sitting right next to me at the restaurant, a table over. So little fun facts about random run-ins with people.
Well, that's kind of like getting hit by lightning twice in the same day.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty impressive stuff. Well, Chris, I know you're a busy guy. Really appreciate you carving out time out of your busy schedule to be on the Top Gun show. It's been a pleasure to have you on.
Thank you so much, Steve. I really appreciate it.
And thanks for watching, everybody.